Moving now to Thailand, protesters there are calling for Congress to reject a bill that would allow former Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra to return to the country. He was ousted 7 years ago in a coup, fled to Dubai, where he has remained since. But the proposed amnesty bill would allow Thaksin to return to Thailand and sidestep a 2-year jail term sentence, and it would also grant amnesty to anyone involved in a deadly confrontation between government forces and Muslim insurgents in 2004. Similar bills have been proposed and shot down before. Needless to say, Thaksin is a polarizing figure in Thailand. In 2010, his supporters waged a 10-week protest to overthrow the opposition government. More than 90 people died in a bloody military crackdown to end the rallies. For more on how Thais are reacting to the proposed amnesty bill, here's LinkAsia contributor Ying Panyapon.
Thai politics is at another boiling point. Just 2 years into the administration of Prime Minister Yingluck Shinawatra. The cause? A controversial bill offered blanket amnesty for anyone involved in political violence from the year 2004. This includes paving the way of a return of Prime Minister Thaksin Shinawatra, Yingluck's brother. He fled Thailand to avoid a 2-year jail term for corruption.
A Thai Facebook user explains what will happen if the amnesty bill passes into law. The rule of law will be obsolete, transparency and accountability will be worthless. The only way to reconcile is for him to return from exile and receive his sentence. Thailand needs your support. Other Thai Facebook users are changing their profile picture into a sign to show their opposition to the amnesty bill. Thailand's Senate voted down the bill on November 11, but the opposition is vowing to continue protests against the government because the lower house can legally pass legislation without Senate approval after a 180-day wait. They don't believe Yingluck Shinawatra will keep her promise to kill the bill unless it is approved by both houses of parliament. But a commenter in the Bangkok Post is optimistic after the Senate's refusal to pass the bill. Yeah, great news for Thailand and anybody who is against corruption and the corrupt. Now people see clearly that peaceful protests can make a big difference. While another Facebook user questions mass rallies, saying that this is not the right way to bring democracy and would lead to more violence, he wrote, "Thailand is polarized already. Further protests would divide the nation more and possibly lead to violence." Thailand has been in political turmoil for the last 10 years, and some are fed up with these situations. This Facebook user wrote, "Thailand has been through this point before. People rose up to kill each other, burn down the city, all that, and nothing has changed. It's all just politic games." He ended, "History is repeating itself."
The opposition vows to protest until the amnesty bill is out for good. The future of Thailand is shaken once again. For LinkAsia, I'm Ying Panyapon in Bangkok.
Also this week, Buddhist monks in Myanmar are protesting a proposed visit by representatives of a global Muslim advocacy group. A delegation from the Organization of Islamic Cooperation arrived in Yangon on Wednesday. Monks demonstrated outside the airport holding signs warning don't interfere in Myanmar's internal affairs. Others were more direct, the signs saying simply, "Get out." On behalf of the world's biggest Islamic political bloc, an association of 57 Islamic countries, the OIC team is scheduled to visit Rakhine State in the west, where for years the majority Rakhine Buddhists have clashed with minority Rohingya Muslims. The Rohingya are not recognized as citizens by the Burmese government and have endured repeated attacks by Buddhist mobs. Tens of thousands of Rohingyas have lived in temporary camps following the sectarian clashes 2 years ago. The OIC is planning to assess the living conditions of the Rohingya and establish an office in Myanmar. The Buddhist protesters see things differently and view NGOs like the OIC as biased intruders.
Muslims are giving us trouble now. If the OIC comes and supports them, they will ruin our country easily. That's why we are trying to prevent this.
The OIC is trying to come here to help their Muslim people's development and to preserve their Muslim religion, not for our country, our people, or our Buddhist religion. That's why I came here to protest against the OIC.
Last year, the OIC, along with the international community, called the violence against Muslims in Myanmar genocide.
Now on U.S. airwaves, a global channel of uncompromising stories. World news, documentaries, entertainment, and culture. Link TV, connecting you to the world. For more information, visit linktv.org.